me in the Bible where Jesus says, I am God, worship me. And so if you can show me those things where it says, I am God, worship me, I will give you $10,000.
John 10:30.
I and the Father are one.
I and the Father are one in our ability and power to preserve believers immortal and indestructible, something no creature can claim, because no creature is almighty except God. So the Jews got it, because in 31 it says, at this they picked up stones to stone him. And then in 32, Jesus said to them, many good works I've shown you from the Father. For which of these do you stone me? And here's the key. Jew said, for a good work we do not stone you, but for blasphemy. And because you, a man, make yourself out to be God. See, they got it. You're a man, and you claim to be God, even though you're not the Father. But they didn't believe it because they thought he's just a man, no more, no less. Psalm 102, 25 to 27. What does the psalmist say about Yahweh, his nature, and who he is in relation to creation? Watch the language. Psalm 102, 25 to 27.
Of old you laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They will perish, but you will remain. They will all wear out like a garment. You will change them like a robe, and they will pass away, but you are the same, and your years have no end.
Go to Hebrews 1, and we're going to read 8 to 12.
But about the Son, he says, your throne, O God, will last forever and
The Father speaking to the Son. What does he say to the Son?
your throne, O God, will last forever and ever. A scepter of justice will be the scepter of your kingdom. You have loved righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore, God, your God, has set you above your companions.
Now, before you move on, because I want them to follow, he also says, this is the Father again speaking. And what does he say to the Son?
In the beginning, Lord, you laid the foundations of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They will perish, but you remain. They will all wear out like a garment. You will roll them up like a robe. Like a garment they will be changed. But you remain the same, and your years will never end.
The Father takes the words of Psalm 102, and he ascribes it to the Son. And he says, you, my Son, are that Yahweh, praised in Psalm. You're that Yahweh who laid the foundation of the earth, my Son. You, my Son, are that Yahweh who made the heavens by your hands. And you, my Son, are that Yahweh that rolls them up because they are changing, decaying. But unlike creation, you, my Son, are Yahweh, who remains the same, and your years never end. If the Father himself glorifies, praises, magnifies Jesus as the unchangeable Yahweh God, the creator and sustainer of all creation, who are we to refuse to acknowledge that Jesus is Yahweh in the flesh?